Welcome everyone to another edition of This Old Doom, where we attempt to, of course, assign arbitrary real estate prices to Doom levels from the past, while also pointing out some of their interesting architecture. I am not a real estate agent, nor am I an expert, nor do I really know anything about homes or home improvement, but I know a heck of a lot about Doom. Today's map is Wormhole. It is map 4 from TNT Evolution, or Evilution. And I'm going to go ahead and pop a save right now. Now, you can actually finish this level rather quickly. There's a kind of a trick to it. But our goal, of course, is 100% completion. We will settle for nothing less. And of course, we are starting out with just the basics, although this map is generous enough to also give us a shotgun. You can see we have plenty of monsters to get through, plenty of things to do. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to destroy as many as we can before I really get into it here, because there are a lot of interesting things to point out that we're going to be getting into. Okay, that guy actually dropped a, he actually dropped one. That is not supposed to happen with this mod, but sometimes it does if you're killing a bunch of things at once, so. Little secret there. Our first of the day. And wow, we are really getting shot at here a bunch. Try to go up here and grab. That's a nice health pack. Very necessary. You want to be rather careful here. I think I did pick up... no, I did not pick that up yet. I was going to say, someone did drop a chain gun. I have not picked it up. I mean, they're not supposed to be dropping these things with this mod, but if they are, I'm not going to say no to it. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Anyway, let me do a quick save here. So, first of all, you'll notice very much a church-like vibe, or possibly some kind of waiting room. You actually start out on a bench. We got another bench, another bench. A lot of benches. They could be shelves. This is kind of more of a shelf style here. There's an elevator here, and I'm glad we took care of that guy. And looks like maybe this is where a nice little kitchen or kitchenette perhaps would be. Plenty of secrets in this map, so we're going to be looking for them often and early. And of course, we can also go down here. This is where that door was at the end of the first hallway we're in, which I'm not ready for just yet. Let's go down here. And you can see, this is not a joke. We can exit the level right now. We could be done. We could move on, but why would we do that when there are so much other things to explore? I also like the skylight type thing. That's pretty nice. Natural light is always a good thing. Let's move forward. So this map has two kind of giant sections that are basically identical, and they're going to make you, when you go through them, you kind of could get very disoriented quickly. The way it's designed, they're trying to make you think you are still in the same section when you're actually in the other one via some clever it's an interesting noise. Hearing that? Is that? I don't know if that's supposed to happen, that noise that we just heard, but it's quite unlike anything I've ever heard in a Doom game. Alright, so we're back in this triangular area. You'll notice there's a couple vents in here. And stepping over here, you probably heard, yes, there's an elevator going down. You do have to be careful here with these guys. Of course, you know my disdain for hit scanners. I need to be better with bullet management, probably. Luckily, we do have a very nice soul sphere there. And yeah, there's also like a little area here. We could actually pass through that, and I'm probably going to do that here to show you the next part, but I just want to make sure we're not forgetting anything down here. I don't think we are. Okay, so now, secrets revealed. It looks like I'm in the exact same spot. I'm not. I'm actually in another area. And I hear that weird machinery in the background, which is a little bit haunting. This makes it look as if we're just in the same area we left, or that we didn't even leave and it just respawned with monsters. That's not the case. This is an entirely different section. With some, again, great noises going on. The enemies here are slightly more dangerous. We do have to watch out for them. Won't go back there. I want to check out this area first. This is going to, again, lead us to another similar area like what we've already seen. So my first order of business is saving and then taking care of the monsters as we go into church area number 2. Oh my god! Wow! That's all I gotta say is wow. So yeah, a little bit different here because you don't have the what's it called? The computers and stuff making it look like a control center. You still have the benches, but they're kind of cut in half. So it is slightly different. I mean, if you're not paying attention, it's going to look almost exactly the same. But very, very different indeed. Go up and check all these little nooks. And I guess that's the whole wormhole aspect of it, right? Now, it still does have this key-shaped skylight, which, again, we're big fans of. I hear an archvile. Where could that be? He's probably on this side. Yeah, there he is. Moving in slow motion. And then there is another copy of the exit. You can see it teleported us back here before we were able to grab everything, including the map. So I'm going to go back, retrace our steps. This will just take a second. Back through this teleporter. We hear the crazy elevator with a mind of its own in the background. Sitting at 1.4 million of market value. But again, even though we found the exit, essentially twice, by the way, there's still plenty to do here. We've only gotten half of the monsters, not even half of the secrets. Why would we stop here? Because we're about to get the map, and I'm going to save so I don't accidentally trigger that teleport again. And let's take a look at the map. You can see here a lot of grayed out places. So we got to go start exploring those immediately. Start right here. Got a secret right this way. I'm loving the double shotgun. You know, I'm a big fan. We'll go through this labyrinth area. This is a great place if you want to send a significant other on an errand in the household and don't want to see them for a little bit. I would never do such a thing, but you might. Oh, took a rocket to the face, but luckily we had good armor and good health, so we're still okay. And then we have some mystery bookshelf type things that come down and are full of items, not secrets in themselves, but good to see them providing us with some things. I guess they're not really bookshelves, maybe. But that's pretty nice. And, oh, go back there. There's an area back here, which looks like it's going to go down into some kind of unfinished basement. Very steep steps. Perhaps more of a crawl space type area for servicing your you know, wiring and cabling, plumbing, perhaps. I'm not going to tell you how to manage your property. Or maybe you just want to turn it into some kind of man cave. Man caves are cool. I've thought about creating one. I probably should. More room for activities, more room for streaming. I don't know if that's considered a secret. Cool. Can we go back this way? So that will actually lead us to one of the two sections, the second of them anyway. I want to go back through here real quick and make sure we didn't forget anything. Doesn't look like it. That is the good thing about having the map, is that, of course, you can look for these things. And there is another section here that we did miss, and I don't know if there's a... There is a way to get into it. We will follow this all the way up just to see if it triggers another secret. It does not. Okay, so it looks like we need to do the same thing on the other side. So let's go back down this way. We should be able to go through the elevator again. Go ahead back up. And then we will go this way. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll go this way and check out that secret area yet again. And the two candles will light our path. Alright, we've got most of the enemies. I'm going to do a save here because it's been a second and don't know what's around this corner. Tight corridors are tough, obviously, for avoiding things like fireballs and projectiles. Really any kind. Right, another one bites the dust, as they say. We're back in a computer room here, so gotta be careful because my weaponry is how you say, busted. Alright, good. Only 3 enemies left. I think we can manage those even if we have to get out a chainsaw. That's useful. So we know from these ones you have to manually trigger, which is kind of interesting, but I think the game recognizes that, hey, you know, you saw this set up in the last room. You're expecting them to automatically descend, and because they're not, perhaps you can trigger it. There's our final secret. We're missing an item. Great. I want to take one more gander through here. This could easily be something just tucked in a corner somewhere. I don't think it's anything on these lifts. We were pretty thorough with those, but these like little nooks back here, I do like to check. Those are fine. There is a lot of good lighting here, so I think we'll be able to pretty easily spot what it is we're missing. I mean, 2.6 million for essentially 2 interconnected properties feels like a pretty good deal. But only you and your wallet can make that determination. Don't see any items in here. I will take that shortcut back if I have to. I just want to make sure that we're not missing anything in these little areas. It does not appear that is the case. One more item, please. Oh, wait, this is the... is this the original one or the other one? I don't remember. We'll have to go back through this way. Just a short detour. We didn't miss anything in here, actually. See anything in the back? I don't think we're gonna find anything down here. I'm gonna check the main area first. I think that has the highest potential of having an item in it, basically. Not one back there. I was kind of expecting to see one rung up against one of these walls, maybe even up here. Got everything in that exit chamber. Let's check this side, and then if I can't find it on this side, we'll just turn on the map and clip through until we find it. I'm sure it's something dumb that I forgot. I don't want to waste a bunch of time just running around in circles. All right. Check the map again. And actually, it looks like we can check out some pretty cool stuff while we're doing this. So while we're looking for this, let's go over here to this area. Look at this area of teleporters. I don't know what this does. I don't know if this is something for multiplayer, if this is something that is for the enemies to use. It probably is. But it's a pretty cool concept, to be honest. I like it. Let's go check out these areas. This could very easily have something. This is the one we just checked out, so let's go this way. I'm wondering if it's down here in this like kind of basement area where there is a bunch of lights. This feels like a pretty prime candidate for a forgotten item. See anything of note? Check back here in this section, starting here. Surprised to not see something in one of these corners. I mean, we came through this corner, right? So it has to be, gotta be good there. Let's look at the map. What are we missing here? Box of shells right in front of us. Fantastic. Let's put an end to it. That has been Wormhole 2.6745 million by Ty Halderman, TNT Evilution, MAP04. We'll continue our journey through this portion of Final Doom next time. See you then. Feel free to subscribe.